So here's the thing, it is not doxing if they identify themselves. Anyway, here's our ICE agent of the day. His name is Romel Flores Madlangbayan. This is what he looks like. Here's him in Chicago on a recent work trip. Check out his really nice caption. And what a beautiful song choice. And look at how helpful he is. He posted a photo, mask off, of all of his coworkers. How nice of him. Look at this beautiful photo of them all together. Romel, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Here's another of him and his coworkers. Do you recognize any of these Nazis? Because they, again, have self-identified, so it's not doxing. And here's a photo of our boy Romel, just casually terrorizing his community. He thinks it's so funny. He thinks it's so funny. So here's the thing, it is not doxing if they identify themselves. Anyway, here's our ICE agent of the day. His name is Romel Flores Madlangbayan. This is what he looks like. Here's him in Chicago on a recent work trip. Check out his really nice caption. And what a beautiful song choice. And look at how helpful he is. He posted a photo, mask off, of all of his coworkers. How nice of him. Look at this beautiful photo of them all together. Romel, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Here's another of him and his coworkers. Do you recognize any of these Nazis? Because they, again, have self-identified, so it's not doxing. And here's a photo of our boy Romel, just casually terrorizing his community. He thinks it's so funny. He thinks it's so funny.
Romel Flores getting ready for work every morning. It absolutely blows my mind that the majority of the ICE agents are not even white. Dude, I'll be an ICE agent for 55K, sign on. But I'm going to be the most corrupt ICE agent to have ever lived. Not arresting anyone. I'm gonna tip people in groups off when I'd be in the neighborhood. Giving out my coworkers' names, yeah, I'd get fired probably within my first 6 hours. Well, at least this guy knows how to do his job.
Wow, some Mexican ICE agents. I be damned. Look at the shit they got up out of. Look.
This is just for anybody who's working for ICE that's Mexican. I know that you think that you're going to be spared. I know that you think that you're safe. And I know that you're being lied to. That this is a war against undocumented migrants, illegal aliens. But if that's the case, how many undocumented migrants have you gone after and arrested that are from Europe, that are from Canada, that are from Australia? You know why? Because this is not a war against undocumented migrants. This is a war against Mexican people. This is a war against you. At the end of the day, they are far more likely to go after you, who's obeying all orders, but are Mexican, over me, who's talking mad shit every day, exposing them on video, seen by millions of people, because I'm white. They see you as the problem. You are the enemy. Despite that you are a citizen, they don't care because they don't like the way you look, they don't like the way you sound, and they don't respect your culture. So there you are, going after your own people, destroying your own communities. For what? A paycheck? Because you think you're going to be spared? You think Stephen Miller's going to spare you? You think Trump's going to spare you? The war is against you! What part of that don't you understand? So why are you on their side?
Yo, I am in disbelief. I am looking at this picture because now they are brave enough to take their mask off. And I am in disbelief because you can't tell me that majority of these people are not Hispanic. I am in disbelief right now. The fact that they are arresting their own people, bro. Are the bills really that high for you to arrest and deport your own people that are here to have a better life? I wouldn't be surprised if they arrested their own parents just to get that bonus. This right here is a prime example of being a traitor to your race.
Jose deporting Juan is wild. Y'all just be joking in the comments, I swear. The Latino community literally has so many versions of Uncle Ruckus. Someone's like, it'd be your own people, final bosses. People sell out for money, my boy. It happens all the time. I mean, they do, but it doesn't make it right.
Shit, motherfucker.
What does your people say right now? Where's Texas? You got to be ashamed. You're gonna use that gun on your people. Shame on you. I hope right now your ancestors are looking at you. Look at you right now, brother. Stand up. Stand up. How did your family get here? How did your family get here? You of all people. Don't walk away, brother. I'm good. Stay there. We can talk. We can talk. My tax money put you in school. You came here without no papers. Now you're an American. Thank you. Out of the way to pay us back. We love you, brother. Don't forget that. Everybody take a picture of you. You know why? The internet is so good. No, I'm on public property. You're going to be a movie star. You're going to be a movie star.
Hey, at least Unc went out there and spoke his mind. He had to tell him what it is.
If you're a Latino and you work for ICE, you gotta be the worst human being. Just saw this video of a Latino agent arresting another Latino. Like, why? Sometimes I just can't believe my eyes. People do anything for money these days.
Those are usually self-hating Latinos that think they're white. But at the same time, I also think they're also trying to assimilate so they look like they're tokenized good Latino. You know, like the same way we have with the black community and you have the raccoons.
Okay, so I never really understood Mexicans participating in ICE raids because when you are helping ICE go after your own neighbors, you yourself don't become safe. You just become useful until they're done using you. Like some of y'all of Mexican descent are just out here cheering and assisting and even participating in raids that are literally ripping Mexican families apart. And I'm not saying this to disrespect you. I'm saying it because I'm just tired and hurt of seeing this shit. And you need the truth. The system does not reward you for being one of the good ones. It rewards you for being quiet and obedient. Today, it's them. Tomorrow, it could be you or your cousin or your auntie or, you know, a friend from church. That's how this shit works. They build a machine and they feed it more and more people until nobody is left untouched. And if you think that people in power suddenly respect you because you're helping them out, listen to their policies. Listen to the language that they use. Watch who gets targeted. Watch who gets called criminals. Watch who gets treated like disposable labor. Because that's what you need to pay attention to. I get it that some folks are scared. Some folks want to fit in. Some folks got in a job thinking that they can't say no. But hear me out. A paycheck is not worth your soul and approval from a system like this that is not built to protect you.
As much as the brother is spitting all over the place, I have to agree with him. As a Mexican, it hurts to see our people betraying us. Y'all got Uncle Toms, we have Uncle Tom Altilos.
Okay, this is the reason why a lot of Mexicans turn into ICE agents. I'm gonna tell you guys why. Because some of these Mexicans, the minute they get a green card or U.S. citizens, right away they turn MAGA. They're all Republican. They're all about deporting other Mexicans. And the reason why they do that is because a lot of Mexicans have a lot of self-hatred within themselves. They don't accept themselves. They don't love themselves for being brown. Some Mexicans are ashamed of being like indigenous or having like the stereotypical indigenous features and whatnot. And it goes to show that, based on the point that I just said, that even before, when these people don't have papers or anything, and they work with other Mexicans that don't have papers or whatnot, they'll trample another Mexican. They'll throw another Mexican under the bus. Try to like diss them, you know what I mean? In the workplace, this and that and the other. Hate on other Mexicans, just, you know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing, you know what I mean? Like, not a lot of our community talks about that.
Our worst enemy is our own people. I feel like that tends to be a very big trend with every minority in the country. My sisters are like this. They assimilated so hard I'm the only sibling speaking Spanish now. Please tell us, because it's so heartbreaking to see brown and black people as ICE agents. I'm looking around and I'm seeing us all being mistreated for just existing.
There are so many Latinos who work for ICE and Border Patrol. Let's get into it. So you might think that being part of an industry that targets our communities would make it difficult to work within them, but somehow that's not the case. Recently, a reporter in El Paso interviewed Dr. David Cortez, who is an expert on why Latinos decide to work in ICE and Border Patrol. And his learnings may or may not surprise you. So first off, Latinos make up about 18% of the overall US population, but when it comes to enforcement agencies and even the military, Latinos are overrepresented. So even though Latinos make up just 8% of the overall federal workforce, Latinos make up 30% of all ICE agents and over 50% of all Border Patrol officers. And in El Paso, that number jumps up to 78% Latinos in ICE as employees. So what gives? Why are they doing this? According to the research conducted by Dr. Cortez, a lot of it has to do with income and also survival. So anyway, the reporter says that in El Paso, there's about 20% of the people who live there are living in poverty. And also 20% of the people there have college degrees and access to higher paying jobs. And so the idea here is that a federal job with good benefits, with a uniform that people believe brings respect, is their version of an American dream. So a lot of people are joining these organizations for economic stability, and also because they, somewhere in their mind, believe that they can make a difference in these institutions, even though that may not be the case. And they do acknowledge that there's a lot of gray area between the mandates that come from above and what they wish they would be able to do. By the time that people realize that the agency is not going to let them make change from within, it's too late. They're trapped in by the higher wages. And, you know, they really do believe, a lot of these folks really do believe that immigrants are safer because of their presence there. How exactly is it that you can exist in two worlds and not betray one or the other? I don't know, man. It sounds like hella cognitive dissonance to me.
Because people that have struggled to get it legally don't like it when people try to just steal it. All Latinos I work with transferred to ICE. Everyone stated this reason. At the end of the day, if everyone is doing the exact same thing, selling everyone else, then what type of community do you have at that point? And I'm going to play the devil's advocate. I can understand also the idea of someone who illegally crossed and now is trying to get their paper, and you come through the process legally, you go and get your papers. I can understand the frustration because you've put so much sweat, time into this whole process to get it the right way, and someone isn't. So that's why I can see like both sides. But y'all, let me know what your thoughts are down below and leave your comments. If it's your first time to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Also, check out this video. I'm sure you're definitely going to enjoy it. But nevertheless, I will see you guys when I see you. Peace.